Check, check, 1, 2. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. My name is DJ Ross B. Let me just pull on some,
It's not on yet.
pull up some technology. Says, you're live. Long press on your avatar to go straight to your stream.
Oh, there we are. What's up,
Are we
guys?
live?
We are live.
We live.
Is that a good way to start the show?
chopper.
Is that how you start the show? Are we live yet?
Are we live?
It's a skit, guy. That
live.
That wasn't by accident. No, I'm just kidding. I need to monitor this chat, but I can't do it.
Yeah, there we are.
Hold on.
I've
one
pulled
second.
it up. Welcome
up.
to the show.
There it is. It's working now.
All right, Sunday sessions back again. Happy New Year.
What's up, everybody?
Yo.
Yeah, that's a quick round. I'm DJ Ross B. I got my buddy Nate with me, aka Sink Faucet to the underground.
Lechus.
Lechus, they call him.
Nate's got so many more cool nicknames than I do.
Zephyr bacterium. He grows on you. He's like a bacterium.
I'm infectious,
He is
unfortunately.
infectious. Yeah,
Your laugh
day
is
and age.
infectious.
your laugh is
Day and age.
infectious. Za, Nathan Lachuns. Hey, what's up, Nathan Lachuns in the chat? Thanks for joining. Oh,
Thanks.
Wait, that's you.
You're welcome.
Why? Thank you. So yeah, we basically we got a show going on today. We decided not to have a guest, if anyone is listening, because we wanted to get down and just kind of hang out. And we never really even talked about what our show is or who we are, how these pieces fit together, and all that type of shit. So we wanted to just kind of have a show about nothing, but also discuss some topics about 2020, like what were the best things about 2020. I'm sure we could go on frickety on about another list another day, but we will not go on frickety on, because you know what? Today, this is what we do. Okay? Today. Just
Can you pronounce that for me? Because I'm a bad reader.
Hakuna Matata. Have you heard of Hakuna Matata, Zephyr?
I have. That's a great mantra.
It's
Great
our
mantra.
problem-free philosophy.
Where did you get that thing?
My roommate actually said, I got you something today, and brought that home for me, and it was like just about fucking spot on for the show, in my opinion.
I just pictured you having that in your office, like people coming in with a complaint. You're like, look, bro,
Look,
Hakuna
bro.
Matata.
Right? I should carry. Hey, I'm gonna put that on a necklace and carry it around as a printer tech at my hospital. And anytime someone's like, "Hey, I got a paper jam," I turn around and be like, "Hey, man, you be jamming?
Sing this one with me.
Hey, bomba clat. I'll be there next week. Take it easy, man.
I'll be down by the beach.
I'll be down by the beach." Because that's how we roll. We take it easy. Okay, so I have an idea. Since we have like 85 viewers already. Hey, thanks everybody. We got a hell of viewers already. I don't know where they all came from. Or maybe not. But well, where a good place to start might be is like, I want to maybe take a cut of this long show and then condense down like what like just a little channel trailer. So what do you think, Nate? If you had if I was your friend, I think I'm your friend. If another friend asked you, because I know what the show is about, but if another friend asked you what this show was about besides me, what would you tell that friend about this show?
I have to say a couple guys shooting the shit, talking about whatever just comes to mind. We try to have some mild format. You know, we just basically will have some questions if the show slows down, and just fun, lighthearted. Keep it simple. Maybe just even tell a joke or two.
Yeah. Me and Nate both come from like a comedy background. Well, I mean, everyone's kind of a comedian, you know, depending on your upbringing. And,
You're a real joker.
We're a joker. And then Zephyr, I like Zephyr's energy. I met him online. He's one of the best parts of 2020. I met him online.
Aw, shucks.
Oh. You know, oh shit, I got to recover from that fist bump.
Are you cheering up? Ross is cheering up.
Hold on.
Hey, we saw DJ Disco Kitty. What's up, Disco Kitty? Good to see you.
Disco Kitty in the house. Hey, now that Disco Kitty's here, we can talk all about her.
Traveling Mermaid too. What's up, sweetie?
Mermaids.
Shouts out Disco Kitty. I was just watching the Disco Kitty interview with Gypsy Kid the other day, and I just have to say, Disco Kitty, you did a great job, because I've been doing this for like 3 or 4 weeks with my buddies now, and it hits this point every now and then where there's that awkward tension of a few moments, like, and exactly, and you didn't have any of that. That was pretty fucking dope, so I really appreciate that. Shouts out Disco Kitty, great interview with Gypsy Kid. And Traveling Mermaid, shouts out, congratulations, Zephyr and Mermaid became one in the ocean of Lake Tahoe, and they swam together.
Lost my legs.
They swam
my legs
with the seabirds. And we also got Dr. 415 in the mix. What's up, man? Happy New Year, Dr. 415. Nathan Lachute.
Happy New Year to you.
Dr. 415, he's in the Bay Area. He got a new DJ controller. That's pretty fucking badass. I would love to get.
He's a good soul too. He seems like a really nice guy. Good soul.
Yeah, he's when I got into, so we're talking best parts about 2020, and Zephyr, you're one of them. Doctor, Disco Kitty, anybody listening right now, you're part of the best part about 2020. And Doctor was one of the first people that came on my little DJ stream show on Thursday nights and ripped it. And it was, I remember the day, because like when you're streaming, it's so stressful trying to get everything all. Yeah, exactly. Whatever that is. Is that a sound?
Oh, that was me. That was me. My bad.
And I have Facebook sounds coming through here for Messenger, so I heard a ding in my ears. You guys might have heard that too. But what the fuck were we talking about? Oh, Doctor, the day he came on, there was a huge internet outage, and I was stressed the F out until like 5:10 the internet was out, and it was just like over here freaking out like I was doing some sort of presidential conference, but it was just a stream. So
nice.
Shouts out.
One of my favorite things about 2020. Sorry, Ross, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, I went on a rant. It's your guys' turn.
I'm such an introvert. I have played with the Doctor at Sucker Free D&B, but I don't ever talk to anybody at a show just because I'm not real super talkative at a show. But it's much easier to engage in the chat and the Twitch for me. So it was cool to connect with Doctor on that format because, too scared to come talk to anybody otherwise. So
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's definitely a nice aspect.
Where was that at?
We had a Sucker Free D&B monthly at Cafe Cota, I believe it was called. It was on
that sounds so familiar.
The end of K Street.
Yeah.
In the lobby of a hotel.
Yeah.
It was a really cool party. And that was
there, Nate.
Mm-hmm. That's like a real small venue, but it's pretty cool.
Really cool, very small venue, but man, you could just pack it with jungleists, and it was a good time for sure.
For sure. Nice. And we got that guy Nick just joining us. What's up, buddy? So the story on that guy Nick is he's a big supporter of the channels locally. He lives in West Sacramento. And honestly, we don't know that much about that guy Nick, other than his name's Nick. And Nick, we'd love to learn a little bit more about you, what you're into. I know he was following the DJ shows last night, and he's thinking about maybe crossing the bridge and getting like a DJ controller or two and maybe dabbling. So that's really cool. Big ups, Nick, for being a supporter and being involved.
Yeah, he supports a lot of people. I see him all over Twitch, like supporting a lot of people. So big ups, Nick. Thank you for that.
Sure. West Sac crew right there. What's up, Nate? What's new in your hood? What's new and good in the Nate's life?
I think one of the best things about what was it, 2020? Was that like since everyone had to wear a mask, people with bad breath finally got a taste of their own medicine.
It was a huge step forward for oral hygiene. Everyone wearing a mask. They're like, oh shit, what is that? Like, that's you, man. I've been trying to tell you for like a year.
You didn't believe me. You didn't believe me.
Oh God. That reminds me of remember that
James?
Yeah. No, we don't need to say his name. But
his name was James.
Beep.
His breath was terrible. he probably killed himself when he first put a mask on.
Anyways, we won't talk about him, but it was pretty bad. We had a coworker that had a situation that
His address is.
that's fucked up. So that guy Nick, yeah. Once I get my office all set up, he's going to get on the Zoom. He's going to be connecting straight to Mars.
You know what's funny though about 2020 was like I used to go out quite a bit, but then I kind of slowed down and was like kind of comfortable being at my house. So when the everyone got locked down, I was like, this is fine. I'm cool with this. But then after a while, you do get kind of anxious. You're like, well, I need to go out at least once a month. What the fuck?
For sure.
I said I was going to start growing mold, so I had to leave the house.
His name
we got
is
Jen.
Bacterium.
That's true. We got Jen Symmetry in the house. What's up, Jen?
I know, Jen
caught
Symmetry.
Caught your set New Year's Day. It was really awesome. Played some really cool tracks.
Second that opinion. And shouts out to proper Chicago D&B crew. I know DJ Disco Kitty, you're kind of loosely, or you are involved with that. And then Jen Symmetry, I know you're involved. I watched the show the other day, and Jen Symmetry sold me on her DJ skills. She also sold me on a proper D&B t-shirt. So I immediately ordered a large proper D&B in black t-shirt that is on the way here, and looking forward to rocking and a possible show down the road with them. Hopefully, be nice.
Yeah, I would not have known about the Chicago scene without the help of DJ Disco Kitty, and obviously not known about DJ Disco Kitty without the help of Gypsy Kid. So,
boom,
big ups.
That's the connection right there. And I met Gypsy Kid through 916 Junglist, Billy Lane, and Gypsy Kid does most of the bookings for 916 Junglist. So it's just weird how this whole thing unfolded. Nate, our connection was kind of in the scene like 10 years ago, like in the house techno underground warehouse parties. Or
when I used to go to like real big massives, like back in San Francisco, I definitely started like in the trance room. But if I heard a couple songs I wasn't really into, I was quick to just walk out of the room. And I thought walking down the halls was half the fun. So I'd find the drum and bass room, and I'm like, yeah, this is the shit. So I mean, I was into house drum and bass and all of it. I actually used to listen to KDVS. Was it Wednesday night, Thursday night? DJ Tao.
Oh my
KDVS.
God!
We could
have a whole. That is one of the reasons why I fell in love with Liquid drum and bass, because nobody on the in the rave scene was playing Liquid. They would play like crazy and say like dance floor smashers all the time. And then when I heard DJ Tao, he like changed my life. So big ups to DJ Tao. This guy's
nice.
Amazing. Yeah, amazing.
That was super sick. I don't know about you guys, but I'd be driving around at night like 15 years ago, and all of a sudden you'd hear like jungle on the radio, and it just like blow your mind in Sacramento, because you'd never hear that. Oh, and big ups, because I went to Nugget Market the other day, and right when I walked in, I was listening, and I heard jungle music. It was like Grimes Genesis playing, and I'm like, it's playing at Nugget Market now. It's like it's official. It's 2021. We got Grimes at Nugget Market.
I don't know if you guys remember. You guys remember Rinse and Flux back in the day? I bought a mixtape.
Sure.
A mixtape of theirs. It was fucking great. And like on the Flux side, no joke, you could actually hear like in the spot like a breakdown. It was kind of quiet. You could hear people like talking through like a mic or near a mic or something, and you could hear them say, you can hear two people talking. It's like, who is this? It's Flux. He's like, yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah, Rinse is better though.
Oh,
it was actually on the recording. It's great.
Oh, that's funny. Quick shouts out to everybody in the chat. We got Disco Kitty. She's down in 619, I believe, in San Diego. She was from Chicago?
619. It's like opposite of 916.
Exactly. That's pretty cool.
What's that mean?
That's the connection. We're all backwards. And it's like the yin and the
it's
yang.
Bizarro World.
The upside
Ooh,
down
nice
world.
Bizarro World drop.
Where's your Twilight Zone sound effect, Zephyr? Do you have it? Exactly. That's
there
exactly it. And we got the doctor. He's down there out in Castro Valley, Bay Area. Nathan Lachuz is up in this business. He's from Vacaville. Gypsy Kid, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the show. Big ups on welcoming yourself into the proper D&B crew with Chicago. Good move. I enjoyed
Which
the interview. Go ahead, Zephyr.
was your ears ringing, Gypsy Kid?
I
'Cause
know,
we were
right?
just talking about you.
And everybody finally learned the story of why he's called Gypsy Kid, and that was an interesting story too, and learned about his work and sleep habits. And geez, Gypsy Kid just is killing it. I know from broadcasting, it can be really tiring to coordinate DJs. It's like herding cats at times, and Gypsy is like he's like the lion tamer of herding cats. So big ups, Gypsy Kid.
Yeah, Gypsy said that he like followed the fish, which kind of was thinking about like music festivals. Like, what? You ever go to music festivals, Zephyr?
Oh yeah, I pretty much lived at music festivals the last 3 years of my DJ career, so I know all about that fish life for sure.
What's the fish? Is that like a? This is what I know about fish. Is my brother had a friend who liked to eat mushrooms and, weed brownies and go to fish concerts. Is that in alignment with what you guys are talking about, or what?
Yep.
Or is that someone else? He's like, yep.
Yep. That's about it.
Tell me more. What is this? You say? So
I went to a fish after party in San Francisco. Like a friend of mine was coming in from Missouri, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to this fish concert. We should meet up at this after show." So I went down there, and there's like some bands and some venue, and like within like 30 minutes of the show starting, we found out someone in the alley next to the bar where the show was at was selling was it nitrous oxide balloons.
Oh, that's what DJ Disco Kitty just said. Lots of nitrous.
Shouts out Disco Kitty. She was look at dude. Disco Kitty's on the wavelength. What else was there, Nate? There's
I don't know. My friend started like doing a ton of them, and he was doing the fucking fish on the ground. I was like, dude, it's embarrassing me, dude.
doing the fish.
You can't do the fish at the fish concert. That's like po-po.
Oh my god. I have a bunch of weird questions for you guys whenever you guys are ready. And then chat crew, shouts out Gem Symmetry, Disco Kitty, Gypso Kid, everybody listening. The open question of the day is like, what were your favorite parts of 2020? I know we could go on and on about, another list, but my favorite parts were definitely the Twitch crew, meeting everybody. If you're in this chat, you are part of my best part of 2020. Which sounds
Most
kind of
definitely.
cheesy.
Most
Sounds
definitely.
That sounds like a card I should send to everybody, but it's the truth. And I have so many effing notes these days. What about you, Nate? What's your favorite part of 2020?
You fucking asked me that already. As well as a bad breath.
Okay, totally.
Let me get back to. I did have a question though about music festivals though. Since we've all kind of been to like pretty big shows. Let's say they're throwing a big music festival, Coachella, something like that. Someone comes to you and says, "Hey, we need you to pick 2 headliners, either for like a side drum and bass stage or just the main stage. Like, who would you pick?" And I'm curious, anyone in the chat, who would you pick as your headliner if someone came to you and said, "Hey, we need you to pick 1 or 2 headliners"?
For drum and bass,
Or just the main stage, like a band.
man.
I guess I'll start since you guys look like you're
Come on,
dumbfounded. I would pick Daft Punk. I would fucking love to see Daft Punk. That would be my, and then maybe
drum and bass.
I said or the main stage.
Okay.
I'm not picking any drum and bass DJs. I don't know any.
Okay.
I mean, I guess like High Contrast. Never seen them.
Ooh, nice high contrast drop.
Ooh,
Dope.
yeah. Is that your cousin?
Because I know you like Liquid.
Love Liquid, man. I think like DJ Craze would be really cool because he's a turntablist, hip hop drum and bass DJ. He's really entertaining. I've never seen that show, but that's one of the shows that I would absolutely love to see. So
Who is it?
And the DJ Craze.
Okay. That's drum
Really?
and bass?
Yeah, but his roots are in hip hop, but he kind of
He's a
moved over to drum and
turntablist
bass.
as well.
But he's a turntablist, so he's like beat juggling, scratching, like all sorts of like cool vocal samples throughout, and just really entertaining all around. So that would be my
Disco
DJ pick.
Kitty. What would you do for your taste if it was about you and you're doing your show? And not about the people. Okay, your taste and the people.
Square Push.
Pusher, Z Trip. Z Trip would be bad.
That's Gypsy Kid says. Gypsy Kid says Square Pusher and Z Trip.
Oh, Remark. Oh man, Remark's awesome. Does he play live still?
What
I've
about
never even seen him on a lineup.
Gridlock comes to mind because he's just been around for a while, and I have like the sentimental spot in my heart. I did a couple shows in Sacramento, and we brought him to town, and he's just always been in the game, so I really respect that. But there's so
Nice.
many good new artists like AMC, Turno, Fibes, Nick the Lot. I mean, there's a lot of good artists out. It's hard to nail that one down without getting in an
Also,
argument.
like a live drum and bass group like Netsky would be really cool to see if he brought the whole thing. You know, he does the whole live liquid drum and bass thing. Something like that is always really cool, and people that don't like DJs per se can always still connect to that. So that would be really cool.
Oh, for sure. And someone, Doctor, you said Danny the Wild Child. That's also a great choice as well. Very, very hype. Um,
Aphex Twin, that'd be cool.
oh yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, no, they have a lot of good tracks. I
Oh,
was
Traveling Mermaid said lettuce and Devil Makes Three. We could put them on the fish stage, sweetie. We'll put them on the fish stage.
the fish
On the fish
stage. Yes, yes. Who's making the brownies? What do you guys think?
But you do on your radio show though. You play. You said you play like 90 or new grunge, right?
Yeah, I try to touch it all, but it's an alternative rock station, so I have
who would
to
you
play
bring
that
like
type
for
of
new
stuff.
alternative? Like let's say you're booking an alternative stage.
Oh, AJR, hands down. Portugal the Man and AJR. Those two bands for sure. You got to listen to the radio station probably to know who those are, but they're really big. AJR has the oh man, I'm bad at this, but Portugal the Man is a really big song right now. They're both really good. I'm not going to sing the song.
Nick, it's okay, Nick. Who would you bring? Even though you don't know any of these artists, who would you bring? Even if it's like freaking Metallica or something. It doesn't need. And while Nick thinks about that, I have some weird questions for you guys. Does anybody want to start?
Yeah.
Is that am I jumping the gun? Do you guys want to?
No, go ahead.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Okay, Zephyr. We'll start with you. I just picked a big list of random questions that are kind of weird interview questions. So let's just go.
Cool. Let's do it.
And then I'll bounce back and forth between you and Nate, and we'll see what happens. Garden gnomes, yes or no?
Fuck yeah.
It was Zephyr's turn, man. He got so excited about that.
That's okay.
Jeez.
I'd go yes. That's yes around the board.
When's your birthday, Nate?
July
July what?
11th.
July 11th. Garden gnome up, everybody. This guy, yeah, this guy.
Well, that doesn't mean I want one. I don't even have a garden.
You have a garden at La Casa, and
I have a garden in my heart.
is it growing? I hope so. But okay, Zephyr, you get the next question, which is, wait, who would say no to a gnome exactly? I have a quick gnome story before the next question. Is that I work on printers at a hospital, and I got the call for the printer jam is making a loud noise. So it was around Christmas, and I went in there and make a loud cracking noise in the back of the printer. So I turn it around, and there's a stuffed animal gnome with its beard stuck in the back of the printer, getting pulled in, going kick, 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 kick. And it was a gnome. And I left a letter for the lady. I said, "You really should have known better." And, but I don't know if she thought it was funny.
Nice.
But I
That's
thought it was
great.
funny.
That's great.
All right. So, did I miss anything in the chat? Zephyr, LOL, big ups. No, it's playing. Disco Kitties, Joker. Mitsubishi. I remember him.
We got
There's this
BKLY. We got
this
Texas
song.
in the house.
Texas, what's up? Brooklyn
Yes.
Soleil. Soleil. It's pronounced Soleil, I've been told.
Brooklyn Soleil.
Soleil. I heard she's going to
Brooklyn
start
Soleil.
streaming soon, too. So big ups,
Nice.
Brooklyn Soleil. She got me. She's like, Ross, you need to get on Discord. Quit being a little B word and do what you need to do. So I got on Discord today and posted some stuff. It's hard. It's hard doing all this stuff. Okay, questions. Back to Zephyr. Elephant question.
Yes.
You've been given an elephant.
I like this.
You've been given
Yes.
an elephant, and you can't sell the elephant. You can't give it away. That's what would you do with it?
I would start the jumbo Dumbo. I'd start the Dumbo live movie because you know they're gonna
Dumbo
do
and
it.
bass.
Yeah, Dumbo and
You
bass.
just have like a
Okay.
DJ. You could
Yes.
live DJ stream on the back of an elephant.
As long as the bass didn't like fuck with his vibrations, like I'm about it. We got to make sure the elephant is happy.
Would DJ on his back, so you'd have like a stage set up. I actually DJ'd on an elephant once. It was like at a
Shut the fuck
it was
up.
at a burner. It was at a burner
You
party.
DJ'd
So-
on an elephant.
Yeah,
You see,
they had like
where these interview questions go. So tell me about your elephant DJ experience.
It was cool. It was like it was like at a burner party and somewhere in Sacramento, and they had like, burners fucking they know how to throw a party, man. It was fucking great, and they had like a big giant elephant, and they had it was like a silent disco. So all my friends were out there with their headphones on, and I'm like, I had to kneel down. There wasn't really a lot of space, so I had to kneel for like DJ on my knees for like an hour. It's cool.
What do you DJ when you DJ, Nate? What's your style?
Mostly house and techno.
Nice.
The white.
Is there a difference? I'm just kidding.
One goes, the other one goes.
Oh, nice. One has more laser beams, one has less laser beams.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I always wanted to ask you, what's the difference between like techno and house? Is it just like the sounds and the samples?
Funky, not funky.
Funky versus not funky, he says.
Like
Someone
house
in
is
chat-
like funky, more funky.
Oh, I like funky.
Yeah,
I like funky.
Like I always like describe like trance as being like beautiful type music. Drum and bass is like making really weird sounds super cool, and then like house was like funky, and then techno is just like sounds just cool, I guess.
Okay. And Disco Kitty asked this question to Gypsy Kid the other day. I'll ask you, Zephyr. What's the difference between... Hold on, let me do a better voice. What's the difference between drum and bass and jungle? Is that better?
Jungle was first, and it came out around 95, and it was like sample based. They were taking all these funk breaks and like double timing them, and like the whole music was based around that, and kind of based in reggae, doing a lot of reggae vocals. And then like this spacey, futuristic, like robot element came into it with a lot of like grimy synths, and that's like
a damn good response. Keep going.
that's when and that's what was probably like around 98 or something. I don't know, my timetable might be wrong, but then it kind of formed into drum and bass. So the drum and bass went into the darker, like more robot sounds, while jungle is a lot of like reggae tubby type sounds with a lot of like break edit stuff. So I would say that's the biggest difference. But also jungle is a vibe. It's just like punk rock or hip hop. It's like you're a jungleist. You can't say you're a drum and bassist. It's like jungle is also a vibe.
Yeah, a friend of mine, Joseph Adagio 916, made a really good point the other day. I was hanging out, and he was just saying that like a lot of the people just starting to listen on Twitch have never heard jungle. Some of them haven't heard jungle before, and to them, like jungle from 20 years ago versus jungle now, they don't know the difference. It just sounds like new music. So what for us was like a evolutionary like two decades ago, like they're interested in because it's new and exciting to them. But so I hear a lot of the jungle is pretty freaking hot right now. Like Bento and who else? Louis loves Choppage. A lot of Choppage fans out there.
I always thought it was cool how like the drum and bass rooms always had their own aesthetic. Like they'd have like that camo netting, and then like a lot of the drum and bass guys were like wearing the camo pants. It's like very, you knew you were in the drum and bass room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were all like gangster kids. We were all listening to rap music, and that was an easy transition from like gangster rap was drum and bass. That's how it was for me,
totally.
at least.
That's
Like,
how it was for me.
this is
Afro
like gangster rap in the future. This is future gangster rap. So that was like, cool. I can get down with this.
And Aphrodite really had his finger on the pulse with that and the urban jungle when he released that with all the Ice Cube remixes and everything.
Yeah.
That was hot like fire. I
almost
got
made
some
me
more
spit my
weird
coffee out.
questions. Or we could talk about music and jungle. What do you guys want to talk about in the chat? Jen Cemetery says no one in MN plays jungle. It's weird. What do they play all drum and bass? Like it's like they want that mean robot sound. Is that what they want out there? Um, hard DMB. Yeah, I'm into this. Like, I can't. Good. I'm kind of on that neuro new chip, just because like I have a lot of old vinyl and records and jungle, and I've kind of gone through that level of I had all that. Now I like this sound, and then I kind of when I first started streaming, I didn't really know what I like, and I had like a lot more of the foghorn tones, and then the foghorn, like I still like it, but just not the whole mix. The whole mix, it's like I want to come back from out in the ocean, and shit like that. But techie, neuro, all drum and bass, less liquid. Liquid. You're a big
Liquid is my
fan.
favorite. Liquid is my absolute favorite because I have a live music background. I played a lot of live bands, and Liquid has that like live element to it. It's got all the jazz in it, and just like I don't know, sounds like normal music with it's like fast drums with slow melodies. Super love that.
Okay. I have another question. Who wants to take a question? Anybody? Nate looks like he wants a question really bad. But
Go.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
After this interview, you walk out to your car and you find a lottery ticket that has the winning numbers for 10 million. What do you do?
I just started a GoFundMe for out of work carnies, so I'd probably donate it to the carnies.
Did you really? That's very noble of you.
Super
No
nice
one,
of
no
you.
one, no one thinks about the carnies. They haven't worked in a year.
They haven't. It's a tense situation for the carnies. Did you see
What about you,
that?
Zephyr? You wanna DJ at my fundraiser for the carnies?
I do. We gotta save the carnies. Save the carnies 2021. I'm about it.
I'm all with it. I'm with it. This is a weird one. I'll ask you, Zephyr. I kind of liked it. It's interesting. What was the last gift that you gave?
I gave the gift of myself to my wife just
You
recently.
did. You got married this weekend. You
Yep,
gave a
I would
gift of
say-
a ring too, right?
I gave a gift of a ring. Yeah,
Yeah,
so that was
so
probably
that
so that's probably the last
it
thing. That was
It
yep,
counts.
yep.
Okay.
The most
Hell yeah.
monumental thing for sure. That's a
That's
good
a
question
huge
though.
thing.
We
No,
should
yeah.
throw that in the
And
chat.
What about you guys? What's the last gift you guys have given? You guys, Disco Kitty, you gave me the gift of an awesome set the other night. Symmetry, you also gave me that gift. Jack, Doctor, you gave me. Everybody in this chat has played awesome music, and it's really nice to see you guys all hanging out with us. By the way.
Yeah,
Hold
big
on,
ups everybody.
hold on. Just turn off the camera.
All right, I got a question
Okay.
for you guys. What's the worst job you've ever had? Or do you have any like good quitting stories?
Well, my first job was Togo's. That was pretty fucking shitty.
I was gonna say, hopefully it's not the one you have now.
Right. Oh man, no way. I get to play music, so I'm super blessed. But no, Togo's was rough. It was
Yeah.
really hard. It was in Placerville by Apple Hill, and during Apple Hill season, if anybody knows what Apple Hill is, it's a local
It's a tourist
where-
trap.
tourist trap
It's a
for city
tourist
folk.
trap.
But the lines would go out the door, and one time I forgot to put meat on the guy's sandwich. I like prepared it all up, and then I served it to him, and it didn't have any meat on it, and he just looked at me like I was the worst human on earth, and I kind of felt bad, you know.
I kind
So
of felt bad.
that was the worst experience.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Was he like an asshole? He's like, where's my turkey?
Yeah, no, he was a big old cowboy, had a big old cowboy hat and shit, and he like definitely addressed
Was
me
he
like I
where's
was.
the beef?
Should have played it off. And you're like, sir, you ordered a vegetarian.
I thought you
the
said
meat is there.
veggie. Oh shit!
Oh, man.
Shouts out!
That'd be great.
Drop it like it's
Nice.
hot. DJ
I'm like a drum roll.
DJ Jake Samuel. Shouts out to you.
What's
Thank
up, man?
you for
Thanks for
joining
joining.
today. Hostess at Applebee's in high school, Jen Symmetry. Okay, so
Holy shit.
I'm gonna mention something about this because Jen Symmetry brought up Applebee's, and I actually had a good story on this in quitting. Is
Yeah.
basically I remember there's like a barbecue I really wanted to go to. I just really wanted to go to barbecue. Everyone was going to this barbecue, and I had a night shift at Applebee's, and so I like called into Applebee's in Elk Grove, California, and I'm like, I can't make it, you know, and the guy was like, yeah, we're gonna need you to come in, Ross. It's a tough night. It's gonna be a
like
real
your
tough
old man
night. It's
voice.
real busy here. Can't. Our hands are pretty tight here. And I'm like, well, I can't make it. And I was like at the barbecue, like putting a hot dog on my shit and shit, hating even thinking about going to Applebee's and all the people coming in Applebee's that just don't give a shit about your life. They just want their steak cooked right. Anywho, but I was like, well, I can't make it. He's like, well, if you can't make it, then you're fired. And I'm like, well, okay. And he fired me. But I got fired from Applebee's. It's probably the best thing ever. No,
doctor
I am
says
from
he
Elk
was-
Grove,
he-
traveling mermaid.
The doctor says newspaper delivery guy. The Sunday mornings were the worst. Yeah, they were. I've done that too. They're not only heavy as fuck,
Oh my god.
but you have to get up like at 5 a.m. and it's cold as shit.
Oh my
Was that
god.
in the
Where'd
Bay
you
Area?
do that at, doctor? Did
Was
you
that
do
in the
that
Bay
out
Area,
the
like in
city?
San Francisco,
If you did
on the
that
hills?
in SF, like how did you throw it up on people's patios, their little porch things? That's crazy. That's
Let me tell you something. Back in 1999, Big Lots by my house was actually called McFrugal's, and I worked there. And it was New Year's Eve was coming up, so it was gonna be like the year 2000. And I was like, oh, dude, going to this big massive, it's gonna be the shit. And my coworker's like, Nate, they scheduled us for New Year's Day at like fucking 7 in the morning, and that obviously wasn't gonna work out. So I told him, I was like, hey, don't tell anyone you told me we're scheduled. I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't know. So basically, I just didn't show up that day. And the next day I came in, they're like, yeah, you didn't show up your shift. I'm like, oh, I thought the store was closed. They're like,
Nice.
no, you're fired. It was so worth it, though. It was totally worth it. The year 2000, how am I not going to go to a party on the year, fucking 99, 2000?
Right?
oh my god.
But the worst job I ever had, I was
Uh-oh.
living in St. Louis, and I had to get a job. I was so fucking broke. I've been looking for a job for a couple weeks. So I went to Manpower, and that's like the first time I've ever been there. And they sent me to this, it was a dump with a trash bag, and I had to pick up trash around the dump that had been floating off. So that was the worst job I ever had. I did it for 2 hours and I quit.
What did you do exactly?
I was working at the dump. I had to pick up trash that had blown over the fence.
God.
And it was fucking freezing cold. It was like 30 degrees. I was working with some guy who was drinking tall cans and he had snot running down his face. And I was, yeah.
That's a
it was not good.
quintessential garbage picker upper right there.
So depressing. I only lasted until the first break.
Oh my god. Hey, shouts out Brooklyn Soleil, that guy Nick, Jen Symmetry, Disco Kitty, everybody in the chat, Doctor. Nate, will you tell me that story? Because Nate, and it's up to him if he wants to share this or not. It's up to you if you want to share. We're in a nest of safety here, Nate. So in Alaska, he had this job at a fish factory where he was like refining fish. Okay, I'll tell most of the story and you can just fill in the details. He said he was refining fish all the time, and there's like, kind of a bunch of guys in Alaska, and there's like one girl who worked there. And basically everyone was sat in a line, and they would like cut their fish and get the guts and cut the fish and get the guts. And there was like one really old guy that worked there, and someone thought it would be
Now you're gonna butcher this story.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so it was a fish processing plant. They brought in fish off the boats. We gutted them, froze them, and we all had these like yellow aprons. And the guy who was working in the office where he was handing out the aprons, he thought it'd be funny to take a Sharpie and just write funny stuff on it. So like some of them had like dick and balls, and some of them had like, I don't know, just like boobs. And then on one of them, so the one girl that worked there, her name was what was it? I think it was Amber or Harmony or something like that. And he wrote on it, I had a wet dream of, her name was Autumn. He wrote, I had a wet dream about autumn last night. And he gave it to this girl, the guy he was dating.
Oh, no.
So it was kind of funny. But the next day someone else got it, and this old man was walking around with a apron that said, I had a wet dream about autumn last night.
Did he know it?
Yeah, I mean, it's Alaska. There's no laws up
It's
there.
Alaska.
There's no laws up there.
It's
Lawless Eskimos. It's lawless Eskimos.
Oh my God.
It was the Wild West, dude. It was great.
Well, here's to Amber and that guy. And so Alaska was fun, I guess. Oh my God. Any other shitty stories about jobs? Man, I have a lot of them. I'm a man of many trades. But what time is it? It's 4:41. Everything is moving right along. And I have another. I have more weird questions. Oh, let's flip to a different part of the show.
Oh, you got another page?
I have like pages of stuff.
This guy's got
I've-
pages.
Nice.
Yeah, and there's yeah. Anyway, okay, this part of the show, I'm gonna say 3 laws from around the world, and I'm pretty sure they're accurate. Okay, if someone really wants to get technical, one of these might be wrong, but I looked them up, and they're just basically
Fact-checked you.
weird, funny laws. So I'm gonna say 3 laws. 2 of them are gonna be true. One of them, you guys have to be like, no, that law's bullshit. Okay? So 3 laws from across the planet. It's going to take a second for my brain to phrase it right, but I'm going to phrase 3 of these, and you guys have to guess which one is the one that...
Got it.
Got it.
Crystal clear.
Crystal. Okay, should I review one more? Okay.
3 more times.
3 more times. Okay.
So they're laws.
Laws. True or false? True or false? It's illegal to chew gum in Singapore. Okay, that's number 1.
True. That's true.
I want to hear them all
You
3
gotta hear
before I
them
make my
all,
decision.
and then you can make the decision.
Okay.
Nate. I thought you heard the rules. Do you want me to explain again? Do you want me? No. I hate
Shut up.
Shut up, Ross. I hate you. Here's the next one. It is perfectly fine to hike naked in Switzerland. Or number 3, it's illegal to kill Bigfoot in Skamania County, Washington.
Ooh.
Yeah,
we
I'm going
got
to call bullshit on that last one.
So we got bubblegum, naked, or Bigfoot.
So which
Yeah.
one's the wrong one? You're
Which
saying?
one is
Big-
not right?
Bigfoot. Bigfoot.
What was the second one?
The second one is it's perfectly fine to hike naked in Switzerland. What do you guys
Are they
think?
conservative? Are they conservative in Switzerland? I think they
That
are.
guy naked. That guy naked. Hey, that guy naked says Nick. That guy Nick says naked is false. Bigfoot has to be true. That's a ridic. Okay, which one do you guys think?
Well, the women in Switzerland are gorgeous, so maybe that one is okay.
Fine pastries. Swiss have.
But I just think in Washington, someone to pass a law about killing Bigfoot,
is highly
just a publicity thing. I mean, I would. I
Naked
think the
Bigfoot chewing
Bigfoot
gum.
one. I think the Bigfoot one's false.
Okay.
Gypsy kid said naked Bigfoot chewing gum. So
Oh
I
my
think
God.
all 3 of
That's
them.
definitely illegal, Gypsy. That was one of the first things he saw at the carnival when he was a gypsy kid.
What about you, Zephyr? What do you think?
I'm going with Bigfoot is the false.
Okay. It's actually the second one. It's illegal to hike naked in Switzerland. But in
Wow.
1969 in Washington, in Skamania County, the slaying of Bigfoot was punishable by 5 years. So, you don't want to be killing Bigfoot in Washington. Just a word to the wise, okay?
Oregon, it's fine.
Oregon's fine. Bigfoot
Just
on
drag.
Oregon.
You want to drag his body across the border.
Exactly. If you kill
And then-
Bigfoot in Washington, make sure you drag the body over to Oregon to be safe, or get a lawyer. Those are your choices.
Is it two stabs on the tree, 2 knocks on the tree.
Okay.
It's all good. We got DJ Amber Lee up here. What's up, DJ Amber Lee?
Amber Lee. Woo,
What's up,
woo.
Amber?
Hello, Amber Lee. How are you doing today? Amber Lee is a big supporter of the channel. She lives down in the Bay Area. She does her own.
It's
DJ
Amber Lay.
streams. Amber Lee.
Oh, you're right. It is Lee.
Yeah. I've been through this with her, and she was going to press charges legally unless I started pronouncing her name right.
Amber Leg. Amber Leg.
Amber Leg.
It's Lee.
Amber Lee came up here a few weeks ago. She picked up some dust covers that I sewed for her. Me, Digit, and a few other people. Michelle hung out, and we had a great time. So
Yeah, that was
big
fun.
ups,
That was a
Amber
lot of
Lee.
fun. That was chaos. It was
That
fun
was chaos. It was controlled chaos. Well,
controlled
it's
chaos.
more chaos than control,
It was fun.
but it was good. You're
Oh, the
about
doctor and Amber live close by. That's awesome.
their neighbors.
Big ups, fam.
Thank you,
I
Amber
I got a
Lee.
haunting story.
Oh yeah,
It's recent.
is it?
Yeah.
Do tell.
My brother lives in Davis, at an apartment complex over by the university. I was over there the other night. Turns out his apartment's haunted. He said, my sister said she was over there with her friend. They left the room and came back, and their shoes were up right in front of the television, like sitting like this. And they kept accusing each other of doing it. But then my brother said, "No, that happens sometimes. My shoes will end up there, but this place is haunted. A student who lived here before died in my apartment." I asked him, I was like, "Did he commit suicide or something?" He's like, "Yeah, they didn't tell me."
He's a dirty
This
hippie.
sounds like
Don't
bullshit.
wear shoes.
I'm calling bull. Is that why? Is that how you got the name Nathan Lachuse?
We should get Robert over there. Prove it.
Oh, I know. Freaking.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if that's
Oh.
real or not, but it's a nice story, and it could be real because I have no idea. I don't know why you would listen to me about important opinions.
Oh, Jill says it's a very tidy ghost, so he's just trying to clean
Yeah.
up.
He's
you know?
it's a ghost with OCD. It's Casper the cleaning ghost.
Were they yellow shoes? Is Amber Lee's
Yellow
question.
shoes.
The yellow.
I don't know.
Ooh, Brooklyn Soleil said, "Were they yellow shoes? Were they? I don't know." But she brought up another question I had on my list. I have so many pages. This is actually, who wants to take a weird question? Nate, this one's for you, because
Okay.
you got this look in your eyes like you're just ready to kill this question. Okay. Describe the color yellow to a blind person.
Yellow to a blind person. I'd be like, all right, eat some butterscotch and then lick a light bulb. That's yellow.
Nice. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. What about you, Zephyr? How would you describe yellow to?
No, let's do a different color. Describe
Okay. Camera.
Damn it.
How would you describe?
I actually
camo?
had an answer.
Okay.
describe camo. Is that what you said?
How would you describe camouflage to a blind person?
Rub a pine tree on your face.
Wow.
That's what camo would be.
All right, Ross. Now you describe turquoise to a blind person.
Holy crap, this is harder than I thought. You can't reference anything, can you?
Not
You're
colors.
like, it's the way jelly beans taste. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. But that's a weird question because it makes you think. So quick blind stories. Like you see, big ups to anyone who knows anyone blind or is blind because you see them going down the street with the cane, and it's like my life is already hard enough. I can't even post links to my chat quick enough or whatever the hell the problem is. And imagine being blind and doing that and coming home and cutting vegetables. So, anyways, that's fucking.
Right. Daredevil fought crime, and he's blind, so big ups.
I like that show. I like that show. Okay.
I got a question.
Yes. Thank you.
Have you ever been in a situation or done yourself made a teacher cry?
Oh shit.
It's usually like a substitute teacher, right?
No, I've never done any hurtful shit like that. I can
No?
honestly say nope.
I went to junior high in Davis, and they had like reports on the wall, and they had done. Somebody had wrote something about Muslims, how they wish like everyone in the United States was Muslim, and someone in our class saw it, so everyone started writing all this anti-Muslim stuff on it. And then like the next day, the teacher had found out, and she was just like, "Fuck, I got to deal with this shit." She just started crying.
Like it was just such a heavy topic to even have to
Yeah,
navigate through.
she didn't want. She just thought of all the paperwork she was gonna have to do.
Yeah, no thanks. That's a strange one. I'll make sure to write down the if you've ever made someone cry one. Have you ever made someone cry in a good way, Zephyr? Like just like you can't stop laughing and you know tearing up. There's a hand behind you.
Good
Watch out.
tears.
There's a
Good
hand
tears.
trying to grab you. Oh.
I mean, damn. I mean, I guess all my stories are about my wife. So, because she cried when I asked her to marry me on Christmas. So, another wife
On
story.
Christmas,
Sorry,
huh?
guys. Yeah, yeah. That's the way to do Christmas. Ask someone to marry
Is that so
you.
you don't have to like buy two presents?
I was knocking them out just like two in one.
Oh man,
Like,
streaming's overwhelming. I gotta streamline my life. Fucking.
I'll just ask her to marry me. That'll.
It's the only way I could afford it. So,
Uh,
no marriage on Christmas.
oh, here's a good question. I'd love to hear from the chat too, because this is like a weird philosophical question. We can start with you, Nate. Maybe it's like, how do you evaluate success at this point in your life?
That's a good one. You know what? I was thinking about this the other day. I think the most valuable thing at this age is your level of energy. So I'm like, I need to like go on more walks, get some more exercise, drink some vegetable juice. So I think just having a really good level of energy to me is success.
Oh yeah, so basically health, more or less.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, I'll second that. I would definitely say happiness for sure, Nick. Um,
Yeah, that's not possible.
I know. No, so like tying into 2020, like I don't know about you guys, but I have all this stuff going on in my head. And basically learning to control your thoughts, I would definitely say ties into happiness. And so if you can just kind of get over all the stupid little bullshit your mind wants to say to you all day, and just kind of be present with life and not judge everything, that's ties into happiness. And that was the big lesson for me in 2020. Was
Just general being happy.
generally being happy. For
Have you
shizzle.
guys
Yeah.
have you guys heard of positive visualization?
For sure.
What's
Where
your
you
take
like
on
kind
that?
of where you just kind of my mom is like big on that, and she constantly preached to me about if you want to accomplish something or if you want something done in life, you have to imagine yourself that it's happening, and that you're in like it at its most successful moment, so you can like feel the positivity of it.
Oh yeah.
So
I think
that's an awesome
Lone
tool.
Wolf
She
would
said,
would visualize cocaine and hookers apparently.
yeah, Lone Wolf Lena said cocaine and hookers. So
Nice.
Visualize that.
you got
See ya.
visualize and try to resonate with the hookers and the cocaine would be my advice. That's how I'm trying to manifest stuff in my life. Is for no, I don't support or condone cocaine or hookers, but if that's a life choice you want to make, it's all good. And DJ Amberly, you're totally right. This manifest thing ties in with, in my opinion, what Zephyr's saying is like that vibration shit. Like if you're having a bad day and everything's negative, you're just gonna kind of attract some of that towards you. And then in contrast, if you just keep thinking about like positive good shit, then hopefully that'll come your way. And anyone listening to this chat, you've definitely been a positive part of that influence, the ripple effect. You guys are
Twitch
the
is a
butterfly
pretty positive
effect.
place. Yeah, Twitch is a pretty positive place. Everybody's like really awesome, and has nothing but love and support for each other. So big up.
It's like
to
the
Twitch
opposite of
fam.
what message boards used to be.
And Facebook. Yeah.
So
Well, wait, just real quick, along the lines of what Zephyr was saying about what'd you say it was a visual positive?
Creative visualization.
Okay, something I heard a while back that I've been trying to do seemed to work pretty well. It was stop talking about the things you don't want and start talking about the things you do want, and that was pretty hard because it's really easy to just like talk about the shit that you're worried about or whatever, but it actually makes a pretty big effect if you just really try to stop talking about the things you don't.
Oh yeah.
Not talk about things you don't want. Because you notice like people that are real negative, they definitely do that quite a bit.
Without a doubt.
no diggity, no doubt. Take it easy, Gen Symmetry. Thank you so much for stopping by. Big ups, everybody in the chat. Shouts out to Nick, Brooklyn Soleil, the doctor. Anybody tuned in still? If I didn't catch you, I did not mean to skip you over. Yeah, no, it's all good stuff. It's positive. All right, so that was the evaluate success. And this is like another good one too. I guess who inspired you musically? Maybe in the last year, two, 10. Who's been an inspiration in your life?
I mean, Billy Lane has always been one of my big inspirations, and I always coin him. When I was younger, going to raves, he was, he was the guy running the drum and bass room. And then when drum and bass kind of slowed down, he adapted and got on a radio show. And that's kind of what I was like, well, that's basically what I want to do. So I pretty much tried my hardest to, fashion what he was doing. And he always super positive, and it was always about a community with him. And I always thought that was really, really awesome. So I always tried to kind of like, coin him as one of my biggest inspirations for what I'm doing. So.
Dope.
And still to this day, like he was the one that inspired me to like get going, and he was one of the one who was like, Seth, start streaming so we can get you on the the inside the ride. So and just how successful he was showing your face. I was never about talking or showing my face while I played, so that was another thing that inspired me. Like him doing that was like, okay, so that's something that I need to work towards. He's just a awesome person, great friend, and just a great pillar of this community. So
For sure, I would definitely agree with that. And since one of my main focuses of the most positive part of 2020 is Twitch, which has led to anybody listening now. To be completely fair, like Billy was the one who really drew me into like first check out 916 Junglist, and then I remember seeing Billy's posts about, hey guys, you need to kind of get off the sidelines. People are looking for something new. They want to see what you have. This is the time to do it. And I'm like, all right, F it. I'm getting my webcam. I'm getting out there, and I'm just going to commit. And through that commitment each week, it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been like incredibly hard, but it's led to meeting everybody in this chat today, Dr. Amber Lee, Gypsy Kid. And so big ups Billy Lane for he's definitely been an inspiration, and he's always setting the bar just a little bit higher. So, maybe you could do that for yourself as well, so that's definitely good. What about you, Nate?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe we can just go back to my house and, I don't know, watch some movies.
I got a random question for you.
Yeah.
Just to change it up.
Okay. Mix it up.
You got any really good food combos that are like really weird, but that only you might know about that seem to really go good together?
Oh. I mean, I put syrup on everything. So like I'll just have breakfast and just put syrup on everything. And so there's probably a combination in there that nobody knows about. So
like what do you put syrup on?
Like sausage and pancakes and hash
pancakes?
browns and
Do you
all
roll
the
up the
things.
sausage
You
in
psycho.
pancake? You psycho.
Yes, I do. I do that. I love that.
Do
Absolutely
you
love
keep
that.
your syrup in the refrigerator like it suggests, or do you just
No.
keep it room temperature and just like
No.
fuck
You
the
raw
world?
dogs it.
Like you could
I-
die. Like I could die,
I live-
but I want room temp syrup.
I live on the edge, Ross. I don't put my
That's-
syrup in the
You don't
refrigerator.
put boxes around your syrup needs. I love it.
What about you guys in the chat? You got any like weird food combos? Like one that I do,
Fried pickles?
That I
Peanut
like-
butter, banana.
I like putting applesauce in cereal, just regular dry cereal. I think it fucking makes it so damn good.
You told me about that, and I actually tried it once when I used to be a roommate with Nate back in the day, and he suggested it. I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? And I tried it. It's basically like adding a little sugar on top of your cereal at some point, and so it's pretty good. But it's not exactly.
Disco Kitty says peanut butter and bananas. So.
Oh yeah, all day peanut butter and bananas, Disco Kitty. When I was little,
Chocolate covered jelly beans.
chocolate covered what?
Jelly beans.
Ooh, that does sound good.
Ranch and ramen.
What's up with
Oh.
that? Dry ranch? Dry ranch or wet ranch?
Is it what's dry ranch?
Salami and peanut butter. What the heck?
Oh, that sounds so bad.
Plus, you could throw it at the wall like that movie
Sex on a thread.
Breakfast Club. Salami and peanut butter. What the hell?
You know what else? You know what else is really good? With those nature granola bars and kiwis. Oh my god, that's such a badass combo. Just like the granola bar, it's like Nature's Best or something like that.
Oh, here's
so good.
Here's another weird one: is sour cream with a bunch of brown sugar mixed in, and then you dip strawberries in it.
Whoa.
It's like a sweet sour dip. It's fucking bomb.
Does it turn the sour cream brown?
It's more of like a mochaccino.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That sounds bad, but it's so good.
Salami and peanut butter sounds the worst. I'll have to try that.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Humans are just weird. Like some of our favorite things are like old moldy stuff. Like, oh, I love cheese. It's months old and salty and has fungus growing in it. Let's have a cheese party. I love salami. Let's hang it outside for 2 months, then eat it. Okay, just
All right, I got a question for you guys. Do you have a worst example of procrastination?
my effort towards this show. No.
Yeah, like 1 minute before the show, Ross is like, I should gel my hair. Like, yeah, you look like you just woke up.
Luckily, Ross did not have a bad hair day because that would have been we'd have to cancel the show. I think so.
No, yeah. So I got up. Yep. So we're good. But yeah, no, procrastination is heavy lately. Is anybody feeling that in the chat? Like, I know there's a lot of streamers. Maybe you're feeling it, Zephyr. Maybe you're feeling it too. Like,
Nah, I feel fine.
okay. Well, everything I need to get done feels like I'm an overloaded computer trying to download like a really big file, and then so I have like anyway. My brain doesn't work that fast lately.
Yeah, but I feel like the more you get like overwhelmed, at least how I am, that's the when I start fucking up and dropping shit and breaking things. So I try not to get overwhelmed. I'm
Try to stay
always going to be
steady.
on time. Yeah, and if I'm late for something, people will understand, so I try not to put my life or anyone else's life at risk. But I feel it. I feel the pressure always. There's like constant deadlines and stuff to do, but take it in stride. Take it all in stride.
One time in school, like I was taking this like computer class, and we had to like write a report on search engines as our like final paper. And I came in on the last class, it's like the last day, and I see everyone stapling their papers. I'm like, what is that? They're like, oh, it's the report for the search engines. And I was like, oh fuck, I forgot to do it. And I typed it up in like 8 minutes. 8 minutes, I wrote a paper. I mean, it only had to be like 2 pages. I wrote it up and I got an A.
Oh my god, nice, nailed
That's
it.
my worst. That's my worst procrastination story.
You overachiever. Nate's a sharp dude. We actually took some classes together at the JC. Did a bunch of like classes for the nursing stuff. He's going for a dental hygiene thing. I was going for like the nursing RN. Did all these anatomy, physiology, microbiology classes, and then
That was fun, but terrible at the same time.
it was the funnest, most terrible part of my life, and the stress was real, and the walks from the parking lot were very long. No, I was playing. It was
Remember,
hella long.
Ross, we were like studying for a test. Ross is like, I don't even know where to start.
I know. I'd be sitting there.
I'm like, just
all
start
over.
somewhere, Ross.
I'm like, okay. Hemoglobin is made of iron and concave hemoglobin. Oh fuck.
You know what's weird though? Ross would always get A's though. I'm like, I'd study my ass off, and he, like, I don't know.
Be right
I'd
back.
get
Did you have like
Be
a
back.
cute? Did you have a cute girlfriend that was doing his work for him, perhaps?
It's possible. He was like, dude, he's like wicked smart at biology for some reason. He has a real knack for it.
Oh, that's
That and drum and bass.
drum and bass biology. That's a thing. Nice. That's awesome. So what else we got, Nate? It's 5:05. So
Okay, what's
What
on
are
your
we thinking?
bucket? Do you have something on your bucket list? What's on your bucket list?
my bucket list. I would love to. I love road tripping. I love getting in the car and driving. And I've gone up to Canada, so I've gone up north, but I want to go east. I want to go towards the Grand Canyon and Zion National Park. I just want to get in.
You're
the
definitely a
car
dad. It's totally
and
dad
just
priorities.
drive. Yep, drive.
The
Shut up,
Grand
kids.
Canyon.
Yeah, right. I know. It's like get to this Grand Canyon.
It sounds so boring when you're a kid, but when you get older, it's like, that might be pretty cool.
Yeah, right. Rocks. Yes, I love rocks. Let's do that.
Rocks.
What about you, Ross? You got something cool on your bucket list?
For what I want to do, like places to visit, people to see. What are you talking about? Just-
Do you know what a bucket list is?
yeah,
It's
no, I
something
have a lot of
stuff you
stuff
want to
on
do.
this.
Stuff you want to do before you die. I mean, don't name everything. Just name one or two
Okay,
things.
like a hot air balloon ride, pretty badass over Napa. Get all shit faced, some wine, go back to like
That'd be cool.
bed and breakfast and shit. Yeah.
You could drop cheese on people.
I could drop cheese on people. Be like, this is old milk. Fuck you. No, that'd be cool. And then like a zip line through the jungle might be cool. I want to swim.
Ooh, yeah.
I want to swim through the cenotes of the Amazon.
I thought you were gonna say with the dolphins.
No, I do not want to. That too, maybe. I don't know.
What
Maybe see
about
the
chat,
pyramids.
stream chat? You guys any got the good bucket list stuff?
Brooklyn
Brooklyn
Soleil.
Soleil says we got to go to Texas. So yeah, that's definitely on my list of to
Texas
dos.
is definitely on the list. I want to have some Texas barbecue. That is definitely on the bucket list. And then shoot some really big guns in Texas, like with like some weird ass explosive rounds, some exotic high velocity
I want to.
projectiles.
I got something on my bucket list. I want to see a spaceship take off. I think that'd be pretty fucking sick.
Oh yeah,
And then
it's a good
maybe
one.
blow up.
Good one. Oh
Gypsy
man, I
Kid
already saw
said
that.
Skydive. Would you guys ever skydive? I used to. Here's my skydive chart. I'm like, I wanted to, then I didn't want to, then I wanted to, and I'm like, no, I'm good. And that,
Now, what about bungee jumping? Would you bungee jump?
like 10 years ago, I was into all that, and now I'm like, I fucking sprained my ankle stepping into the streaming room. I mean, do I really want to bungee jump? But
Disco Kitty says something about Pokemon.
Machu Picchu. Oh, I would love to see Machu Picchu.
Pichu.
Machu Picchu. Yeah, so I'm into ancient aliens, and then you're always falling asleep to ancient aliens, and it's always some guy and what they tell us about Machu Picchu, and just like it's pretty cool. Is that so? It's the place with all the blocks at the top of the mountain, and it has these huge blocks. They're almost like megaliths, like stones that are extremely large and heavy, and they, the closest place is like 500 or 1,000 miles away. So there's all these rocks. And
That'd be one of the worst jobs ever. Like the king is like,
right,
you're now bringing blocks 10 miles up a mountain, and you're like, oh, I hope it doesn't rain.
oh my God, we're bitching about our job in 2020, and it's like, well, try building a pyramid, man. Like fucking A. Yeah, Machu Picchu was no joke. What's that? Does anyone have an ayahuasca story? Ayahuasca, that's like that.
Ayahuasca?
Ayahuasca? Isn't that like some enlightening thing you can drink down in South America?
You'd be down to do that?
I'd probably, sure. Why not? Sounds like a horrible idea. What time?
I don't like the idea of taking any hallucinogens that makes you throw up first.
Yeah, that'd be pretty rough, but I'd probably
Maybe
be
if
worth
you
it.
take it with some Pepto-Bismol.
You should come out with that, like a ayahuasca retreat that has Pepto-Bismol for the lactose intolerant, ayahuasca intolerance. Germany, though, my heritage is German too, fellow Taurus. Brooklyn Soleil is a Taurus. I am also a Taurus. Shouts out, Team Taurus.
Oh, nice.
Oh man, yeah, no, those. Would you guys ever do Everest and freeze your off?
I love watching Everest documentaries, and no, it looks just fucking terrible. I mean,
Yeah,
right, especially
everybody-
now, there's so many people going. There's like a huge line to get to the top. You might die just waiting in line.
Yeah, and then at base camp where you're acclimating, building up red blood cells, you're eating like bison jerky from 3 months ago, and I mean, I like to eat good, so I don't know if I'd be cool with bison jerky.
When I worked up in Alaska at the hotel, we got comped a flight scene tour. So we were on this like little airplane, and it was going up to Mount McKinley, which is like the tallest mountain in North America. It's like 20,000 feet. And it was so high, you had to wear oxygen masks. And we were just flying closer and closer in this little 5-seater. And when we got to the top, there was 2 mountain climbers on the top. It was fucking sick. Like they were like waving at us
Oh, wow.
from the peak, and we got
True.
probably within like 200 yards of him. Like the guy was fucking crazy. He was like a real bush pilot. It's fucking dope.
Like throw an egg at him or something. Take that.
I just felt bad because it's like we'll be back on the ground in like an hour. These guys will be back in like fucking 15 hours. Have to
They
hike
might
through all
die.
that shit.
They might die. You might die.
Were you thinking about that movie Alive when those people like crashed the plane?
Oh yeah, huh?
Were you like rationing the food in your head just in case? You're like, I'm getting half this candy bar. The pilot can have the other half if he fights me for it. I don't fuck. That would suck.
It's like when you're so hungry you eat ketchup packets.
There's a story called The Hatchet I had to read in junior high, and it like starts out where this kid has his hatchet, and he's in a plane with a pilot, and the pilot starts getting a lot of gas, and the kid starts smelling it, and then he's like, "Oh, what's going on?" Eventually, the pilot like dies and they crash, and the kid only has his hatchet out in the wilderness.
I've heard of that. It's a book.
It's a great book. It's a great book.
You read that too?
Love that book. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's a great book. Saw the movie too. Movie's good.
Yeah, and Where the Red Fern Grows, Jurassic Park. Those are the 3 books I've read ever.
Hatchet, Jurassic Park, and The Red Fern Goes. Was The Red Fern Goes a good book?
Oh, and Charlotte's Web. I did read that. Oh shit, it was really good. Yeah. No, I liked it a lot.
I hated books when I was a kid. I remember looking at that book. I'm like thinking, this looks so boring. Gives a shit about where a flower grows in the woods. Who gives a shit?
I liked it. What do you guys want to do? It's 5:11. I have more questions, or we could wrap it up, or we could just discuss how to make some cooking tips or something. Whatever you guys want to do.
We want to do Zephyr.
Cooking tips. Well, I know Nick would be really excited about cooking tips. Well, obviously, Nick loves cooking.
Nick
and
is
food,
a big
so-
smoker. Nick, and I don't mean Cheech and Chong. He has like a Traeger or some sort of smoker at his house, and he's talking about smoking fine cuts of meat often.
My
Do you
brother-in-law that smokes fine meats next door, so I smell the wafty meats. So
Ooh, very nice, very nice. Yeah, I want to cook more. I want to get quick wrap up maybe with what would you guys like to see for
That's your cooking tip? I want to cook more?
just talking.
So much for that section. Cook more.
Whatever, Nate. Why don't you talk about your cooking tips?
Use a timer.
Use the timer. We're the taste testers. Traveling mermaid. Okay, we're hungry. Feed us, Nick. Where you at? Amber Lee, she brings really good food for sure. She had all these cheese, an array of cheese trays when she came.
Oh, that's awesome.
Bomb.
That's a good guest.
One time when me and Ross, when we were roommates, we both had the same week off. So I told him, let's do what was it called? 7-day food nirvana. We both wrote the best things to eat in Sacramento, and we were going to eat out every night and have the best thing that there was to eat in Sacramento. I remember
there being a lot of alcohol, maybe even more alcohol
yeah,
involved than
definitely
food.
a lot of alcohol.
That was good times. We lived downtown, and that was when we lived like within a few blocks of like the comedy spot
Yeah.
in the block.
But the best pizza, what was it? The Federalist? Oh my God, so good.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we went.
nice.
Oh yes, we went, Amber Lee. There's a place called Federalist. They make a bomb pizza with like their own homemade dough, blah blah, and then they brick oven cook it in like the little igloo oven shape. And then this one, they cracked an egg on it right before it was done. So by the time you get it, it's like this egg infused into like the middle of every piece. It's pretty freaking bomb.
We also got burgers at Burgers and Brews. Those Burgers and Brews. That's my favorite burger in Sac. So good. And they have like really good beer too, so it's awesome. And then what was that ramen place?
Oh yeah. Went to Ryujin Ramen
Ryujin.
downtown.
The shit. That's the
That shit
bomb.
was the bomb. Where's another really good place downtown? Nash and Proper chicken sandwiches downtown. That's really good.
We went to
Oh,
that Thai
okay.
food place. What was the Thai food place we went to?
I don't know. Thai
I like
chili?
Cheetahs. I like Cheetahs for tacos. Cheetahs got the best tacos for sure.
What is it? Cheetahs?
Cheetahs. Yeah, they used to be open all night. I don't know if they still
Where's
are,
that at?
but It is on U Street. Yeah, it's right by the press club. It's like a block from the press club. It's good.
Amber Lee said, Federalists, let's go. They're open.
Golden Bear is good too. I know.
I never had food at Golden Bear. I just had beer there.
Nah, I'm wanting a beer right now. We're
I just
talking
had
about
beer and beets. That's all I've had there is beer and beets.
pretty
I
much.
need all the things.
And it's weird, like Golden Bear, the first thing that comes to mind is how small it is, and thinking about going in small places right now, it's just different. You have to like scoot by people.
Iron Horse, cafeteria. It's weird that they named a place cafeteria because you're like, cafeteria always had like shit food, but they're like, hey, let's open a place. We'll call it cafeteria,
I know.
and people will come.
That'd be funny if like ever all the waitresses, if they like used mascara to put like hair on their arms, so it made you feel like you were really at a cafeteria when you were little.
The cafeteria put raisins on my chicken and waffles. That's all I have to say about that place.
Is that no good?
No, it's fucking horrific, dude. It's so weird. Why would you
Raisins?
put raisins on it? That's fucking too artsy. Sacramento is too artsy for its own good when it comes to food sometimes. At least, I mean, in my standings, but it's just what I have to say.
Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that. Cafeteria 15 and L, they are they're a little more than usual, but they're pretty good. I don't know. I ate there a lot of times during the pandemic. Anyone else got pandemic burnout? You have like all your top 10 spots, and you're like, ugh, I've eaten everywhere. I don't want to eat anywhere anymore. I'm like super lazy with the food.
Oh, Nick said that's never happened to him. Probably because I made such a big deal about it when it happened to me. So they're probably like, "Oh my god, let's get rid of the fucking raisins."
Just like went up there, like throwing the raisins at him. Like,
This was
He's like, I do a
bad
radio program
idea."
every day, and I will bring this place down.
You know who I am.
Do you know who I am?
I pull
I was
weight in
the
the chicken
DJ
and
of the
waffle
year.
community.
I play for the chicken and the waffles.
I'm huge in the chicken and waffle community, so don't fuck with me.
Oh my snapness. That is hilarious. Yeah, no, I've had a lot of fun with you guys hanging out and stuff, and
You sound so sincere, Ross. I'm glad you have had fun.
I'm like halfway looking at the chat.
I
and
know.
halfway
I'm
looking at
fucking
it,
with you.
like,
I'm fucking with you.
Technical
It
overload.
was fun. It was nice. It was nice. We got to know each other. We got to know the chat. It was good.
Oh, let's do maybe a recap of what we did at the beginning. Like, if you were telling a friend about the show, what would you say the show's about, Zephyr?
I would say that it's kind of DJ background type jokesters talking about Sunday shit. That's what I would say.
I like it. DJ background jokesters talking about Sunday shit. Ward Spawn. So
You guys are really funny too. You guys obviously have a comedic background. I'm not as like funny as you guys. So you guys have like a great comedic
oh,
thing
go
going
on.
So
yeah. Oh, stop.
So-
You're getting me
so
all
there's definitely, like-
verklempt.
So
You know what, Zephyr? You have a great laugh. That's all we need.
Yes.
I know.
yeah.
I get a lot of compliments on my laugh. I gotta hold the mic away though. I'm gonna laugh the fuck out of y'all.
Mhm. And Zephyr, I really have to hand it to you. It's the hand joke about the hand. Sorry. Hey!
Turn it on. Turn it on. Turn it on.
Turn it. Is that an Iron Man
No,
hand?
I'm not gonna.
You know
I'm
what
not
that
gonna turn it
reminds
on.
me of?
No, everyone wants to see it.
Hey, you need to
It'll
put an
blind
eyeball on
everybody.
it. That reminds me of a Gypsy Kid's shirt. Show Gypsy
Oh.
Kid that real quick. Hey, Gypsy
What?
Kid, look at this.
Gypsy's
This-
probably not in there, but
No, he's right here. Big up, crew.
Gypsy,
It
it's
looks
your
kind of like
hand,
your shirt,
bro.
but it needs an eyeball with the headphones.
I'll
and-
order another one and I'll paint it like your hand and I'll send it to you, Gypsy.
Hey,
Dude,
Zephyr, do
the
you
chat
need
wants you to
hands?
turn it on.
Turn it on, man.
All right,
God.
give me 1 second. 1 second. Then.
Come on, man. Be
no
cool.
pressure, man. Talk dirty to it. Come on, turn it on.
Zephyr says it also jacks you off.
What? Is that in the chat? Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh. I feel like you're beaming me up.
See, I can tell ghost stories.
Tell them.
Are you scared? I don't like that much light. You guys, I don't want you guys to see all my wrinkles.
Okay, you can turn it
I
off.
don't want you guys to see my wrinkles. Fair.
I'm so dark.
Sarah. Look, I'm gonna need you to move that mouse because I keep thinking it's my mouse. Okay, sorry. That's a great. She's on our side. Nate said the same thing to me last time. I left the mouse right here. I was like, I'm Ross. Sorry, and it was like, sorry, Zephyr. Just speaking of hands.
It was like on Zephyr's face like this.
Oh, you like hands? Here, you like hands? Oh, sorry.
I enjoyed it.
Hey,
I appreciate your touch. I appreciate your
I
touch.
appreciate you.
He's all rubbing them.
I'm like, Billy, you need this. Relax. Touch the glass, Zephyr. Touch the glass. Oh, shit. I have no idea what I'm doing. I think that might be a good exit point to figure out someone to raid to soon. Do you guys, anyone in the chat, see someone live we can raid out to? I would be willing to accept your input so I don't have to think. I'm going to go.
It's always nice to give it to the chat, you know. Like,
Yeah,
what do you
yeah.
guys, where do you guys want to hang out at?
Where do you guys think we should go? They're like, after this, we need to log off for a little bit. They're like, I need a detox.
We're gonna raid out to Ben Shapiro. You guys have no input.
We're raiding out to Ben Shapiro. For legal reasons, we're raiding out to a lawyer. Men in Black. We're gonna flash you after this with the nebulizer. I'll be right back, and I'm gonna go look at.
I
live.
can look. I can look. I'm
Come
sorry.
on, do it. Get your ass to Mars.
Hardcore Junglist is live. And Pixel Pusher is live. Augmented DJ is live. Beers and Beats is live. So that might be more of our speed, I guess. The probably guaranteed drum and bass. Beers and Beats. Maddie B, that's the Portland crew. So
Yeah, thanks for everyone hanging out. And I got a question we could go out on. Zephyr, name 10 dinosaurs.
okay. T-Rex, Raptor, Brontosaurus. Fuck. Triceratops. If I could get 5, I'll be happy.
Larry King.
He's a dinosaur.
Might not be for very long. He's in the hospital.
Oh no, that's sad news. Everybody's dying. Well, I got 4. I don't know, man. How about you? Let's do that on you, Nate. How about you? Name 10 dinosaurs, Nate.
Any more?
Isn't it like a Bronchosaurus is one? And then you got Stegosaurus. Did you say Stegosaurus?
Mm-mm.
What else you got? What's the flying one? Pterodactyl. Starts with a T
Nice.
or P. What else?
Oh my God.
I hope we already zoomed out. Are we still on?
We're still live, trying to figure out someone to raid. I don't know if anyone figured it out. I was gonna say Pixel Pusher because he's always in the chat and he's on right now. But did anyone figure out someone else to raid? I'll just go to
Nick said to raid Big B Ange. I don't know who that is.
Do you guys know who Big B Ange is? I don't know who they are.
I'm not sure.
Am I gonna send them to someone like talking about some like, this is why you need to follow me now? No, I don't want to do that. But she's not on. Oh, that guy Nick said she's not on. 'Twas a mistake. Okay, let's just go visit Pixel Pusher. Let me tell you real quick about Pixel Pusher. He is a local friend, and he does visuals, and he's streaming right now. And usually I always catch, like, Pixel Pusher as an avatar in my chat. And he doesn't always talk much. He lurks a lot, but he's always there often. So I really appreciate him being tuned in. So maybe we'll raid him and show some appreciation and love back to Mr. Pusher.
Cool.
Nice.
Come on.
Very
Big ups to chat crew. Thanks,
All right.
chat crew.
Big
Thank
ups
you
to
guys.
everybody in
Ross,
here. Thanks
Nate, much
everyone
love
for
you guys.
tuning in. Much
Later,
love.
Zephyr.
And we're going to send out to Pixel Pusher. You guys have a great weekend and happy 2021.
Yeah.
I'll just clear my throat in this then. Yeah, that was good.
That was good. That was probably the best one.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that could go on a podcast.